Hello everyone, this is Wicked Modeler 3D back here with another tutorial on how to make portals into your CE level. So I did briefly go over a bit on how they were made and stuff, but I want to explain how they're put into CE and what the two differences are between exact portal and normal portal. So those are the two types that are most commonly used for different purposes. So the one that I'm demonstrating now is essentially the exact portals. These are meant for closed spaces like doors, pathways, hallways, corridors, anything that's a closed space in its own cluster. That pretty much defines a specific volume. That's pretty much what this is used for. So if I go into Sapien and show you, or in tag test, I could show you easily that that is the case. So we're going to go ahead and load one of these levels into tag test so I can show you the difference. So I'm going to go ahead and move the screen here. All right. Okay, so we're going to load up our map here. Oh, I forgot to type it in twice. I think that's what it's called. I have to check what level it is to make sure that this is the same one. So it's portal test. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now... Alright, so the one thing I forgot to do is I need to set up the spawn points. I can just show you in Sapien, and then I can show you in tag test, so it'd be a much easier process. So we're going to load it up in Sapien first, and you'll know the difference between the two. So, hold on a second. Okay, so I'm going to place a spawn point in here, so that way you can definitely see the difference. Alright. So here is the difference with that. Oh, I need to put the audio to this. 1 second. Okay. So now you should hear audio by now. I apologize for the delay. Okay, so this is pretty much the level that I have here. So it has 3 different rooms. We're going to do the rasterizer command. And you can definitely see through here that it'll deload certain parts of the next room. So that way it's more efficient to render. Ideally, I should have decimated this so it doesn't drive the engine crazy. But we'll get to that in a later video. But this is essentially how that works. That's how exact portals are done. Another good way to tell where the portals are, you can do debug portals and it will show you the outline of where the portals are. So they're outlined in red, and that's pretty much where the portals are. So yeah, that is exact portal. Now we're going to go move on to the other one. So I'm going to add a 2. And I gotta add another spawn point to this one. So essentially it is similar to exact portal except it's more for terrain. So for terrain, this is essentially where it will include geometry regardless of how far up it is. So if I show you here, I'll show you the model of it. This essentially is made like this. So basically you would have a grid and you would extrude it down, and it will include various geometry if you're like down a hill or whatever, which I'll demonstrate. So in here, we're going to make sure that's placed down. Okay.
Slayer.
There we go.
Slayer.
So here if we do the rasterizer command or the wireframe command, we can definitely tell that this will deload certain parts of geometry. I think I might have to do a structure to demonstrate this, but hopefully you do get the idea of what I mean by this. Essentially, this will deload. You can see here it deloads part of the geometry. So if I look down, for instance, it'll deload that, or if it's behind that object. So that's pretty much how it works. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works in CE. In Blender, it's kind of built differently. So if we go to the model for this one, all I did is essentially I extruded it down like this. So I already have it here, so I could just show you an example. So if I size this up, all I did was took it the same circumference as that map, or size as that map, subdivided the plane twice, and then I did extrude individual faces. We could just do like -1 like that, and then what I did is I had to remove extra faces that shouldn't have been there in the first place. Pretty much all the non-manifold stuff. I'm going to get rid of the floor so you can see. So what I did is I deleted those, and then all I did is I merged by distance, and that's pretty much how it works. You don't really need to flip these, I don't think, but I don't think it really matters, but it's your preference. But this is how I do my portals, so that way I know for a fact that these are very good environment portals, because these are essentially what they're most commonly used for. For applications like this where it has structures and everything, but that's a little bit more complicated. So I hope I explained a good portion of this video about how these portals work. If you like this video, I would appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more tutorials of how to import various stuff into CE, and I might get my hands on to Halo 2 and 3 and later tools once I understand and learn how all these work. So I hope you guys find this helpful, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you, everyone. Wicked Modeler 3D out.